And this week marks the halfway point of the 79th legislative session. And with more deadlines coming up, lawmakers say now is the time when things get down to the nitty-gritty. Paul Nelson spoke with some of our elected leaders and joins us now live here in the studio. Paul, what are they saying about the progress made so far?
Well, some say it's been somewhat of a slow but busy couple of months, Kristen. Only 8 bills have passed so far, and one of them was vetoed by Governor Sandoval. But there have been a lot of discussions, and we're bound to see the results of those in the second half of the session.
Lawmakers can expect some longer days and big decisions between now and June 5th. The deadline for bill introductions has passed, and each bill has to pass its committee in less than 2 weeks or die.
We're going to start hearing more bills in committee, I think, coming up this week and next. So hopefully we'll start processing more legislation and doing some of the dirty work.
I think it's going to be a really hectic pace. I don't see anything letting up at all. We've got a large number of bills to consider, and nothing about that's going to change. So I think we're running at full speed, and will be until sine die.
Democrats and Republicans both have their objectives, which have stayed consistent since the session started 2 months ago.
I want to make sure that here in Nevada that women have access to preventive health care, so that's very important to me. I've been working on an issue that would make sure that all children in foster care have access to legal representation.
Education, workforce development, public safety, health care, those are all things that I think we do have some bills out there that are consensus driven and others that we're going to have to fight for.
Some of the easier, less controversial budgets have already been closed. And as more bills pass their committees, more will hit the floor for a vote before heading to the other house. Lawmakers say the session will be a success if they take the time to vet the bills and work together.
There's a point where we have to say the campaign is over and this is about governance, and we have to think about good public policy. It's our time to govern, and very little right now ideally should be partisan.
A lot of it is building consensus, so making sure that you're working with the stakeholders, both whether it's industry or other legislators, to find some common ground, to work on the amendments that need to be worked on.
Bills have to pass their committees by April 14th and pass their originating House by the 25th. Lawmakers say the intensity seems to go up a notch with every deadline. Covering the 2017 legislature live in the studio, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.